Joy isn't a spontaneous feeling that happens to us when life is perfect. It's a practice, a choice, especially when life feels anything but joyful. And the more we understand joy through mindfulness and neuroscience, the more we realize that joy is not something to chase. It's something we create. Hello, friend, and welcome to Torches, Yoga, and Mindfulness. I'm Lauren, and I'll be your coach. If you are curious about mindfulness, healing, and practical habits that actually work, you are in the right place. Here we focus on simple but powerful practices grounded in ancient wisdom and modern science to care for both our minds and bodies. So go ahead, hit that like and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. When our world feels chaotic, full of injustice, grief, and division, choosing joy can actually feel radical. It's not about ignoring pain or pretending hard things don't happen. It's about making space for lightness, laughter, and connection in spite of them. Audre Lorde said it best: caring for myself is not self-indulgence, it's self-preservation, and that is an act of political warfare. During the civil rights movement, joy was central. Singing, dancing, and community meals, these weren't distractions. They were acts of reclamation. So when we choose to smile, to dance, to savor, to love, even when life is uncertain, we're not being naive, we're being resilient. That's the power of joy. When we nurture our joy, we protect our life force. And in a culture that thrives on our burnout, that's revolutionary. Joy is not constant happiness or forced positivity. We're not bypassing grief or frustration or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. Joy is the quiet peace that comes in after tears. It's that calm after the chaos. Joy is presence with what's actually here in this moment and permission from ourselves to celebrate what's good and uplifting, and even permission to create moments of joy. So if we wait until everything feels perfect to feel joy, we'll be waiting forever. When we talk about mindful traits here, like fear, focus, and attention, generally we talk about one area of the brain that those things would primarily happen in. But joy is a little different because it registers and is processed throughout several regions of the brain and our bodies. In the prefrontal cortex, especially the left side, that helps interpret positive experiences and gives them meaning. Our hippocampus stores our joyful memories so we can relive them later and feel that same uplift. The insula processes emotional sensations in the body, helping us feel joy rather than just think it. Another area called the cingulate gyrus connects all these emotional pathways and can even trigger spontaneous laughter. Even the amygdala, which often gets a bad rap and is called the fear center, actually plays a big role in our happiness circuit, helping us to emotionally register moments of safety and joy. So joy isn't just some out of reach state only available to some, it's neural circuitry. Every time we experience joy or intentionally cultivate joy, we are strengthening those brain pathways. And research backs this up. Joy and positive emotions have been shown to lower our stress hormone cortisol, strengthen our immune functions, regulate the nervous system, improve mood and resilience, and even reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. In neuroscience terms, every time we disrupt our default habits, we are literally rewiring our brain for joy. So even the little moments count. Practicing joy doesn't mean we have to set aside extra time from our lives or have some extravagant experiences. So, I have 10 practices for you to try today. Practice number 1, you've heard me say it once, and I will say it with my last breath. If you only take one thing away from anything I ever say in my videos, let it be this: start your day with gratitude. Before you can even get out of bed, think of one thing you're grateful for. Say it out loud to yourself. Bonus points if you write it down and keep a list. Our brains notice what we train them to notice. When we train them to see the good, it will find more of it. Practice number 2, step outside within the first hour of your day. Even if it's cloudy outside, the natural light helps regulate our circadian rhythms and boosts the serotonin, our brain's feel-good chemical. While you're out there, maybe take a mindful walk. A brisk 10-minute walk clears the mental fog and opens up space for creativity. If you can't get outside for any reason, or maybe you have stairs in your building or your home, turn on some music and walk the stairs for 2 or 3 songs. It's just as effective. Remember, too, when we're talking about creativity and making space for creativity, I don't always just mean artistic works. We need creativity for problem solving, meal planning, schedule organizing, and so much more. All right, friend, practice number 4. Of course, this one's going to be breath work. Try simple breath work like box breathing, the VU breath that we've done here before, or the 4-4-6 breath. Inhale for 4, hold it for 4, and exhale for 6. Do this a few times throughout the day. When we practice mindful breathing, we're not just calming ourselves down in the moment. We're training our nervous system to return to the present moment and calm much faster and each time that we drift away. And that is neuroplasticity in action, our brain's ability to change and adapt through life as we have experiences, which brings me to another practice that not only makes us feel good and cultivate connection with ourselves and others, but it also strengthens positive neural pathways in our brain, and that's kindness. Acts of kindness, whether to ourselves or others, release oxytocin, our bonding hormone. Joy grows when it is shared. It doesn't dilute. Give a simple smile, send a kind text, or give yourself grace. Tiny moments of kindness ripple outward in the world, yes, but the ripple effect is internal as well. Now, practice number 6 is one of my favorites and one I like to practice at least once a day. Practice number 6 is savoring. Savoring means we slow down just long enough to actually experience the moment, taking in every little detail. This can be combined with any of these other practices. If you're stepping outside in your first hour of your day, you can savor that moment. In the warmer months, notice the warmth of the sun on your skin, the temperature, and for any time of year, just notice what's happening in the moment around you. Notice how it feels in your body, if you're standing tall and calm or sitting comfortably. Notice if your muscles release a little tension. Notice how your breath feels moving in your body, and notice any nature around you. Critters scurrying, birds chirping, neighbors walking. Maybe give them that kind smile, and now you have a 3-for-1. Or you can savor the first bite of every meal. Savoring is about presence. When we savor, we shift from autopilot to awareness, and that awareness trains our brains for focus and patience. And here's a little bonus tip. When you've decided and set your intention that I'm ready to sit down and eat, and I'm going to savor my first bite, take one deep mindful breath. We've talked about pausing for a mindful breath between each new activity or task we start. That pause before a mealtime is even more effective because it signals to our body to shift from that go, 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 or the worry spirals into our rest and digest mode. So our nervous system and our digestion both benefit and will feel good after we eat. Another one that is a good combo practice is practice number 7, silence your phone. Whether you have a mindful meal, taking a walk, or savoring the moment, put your phone on airplane mode just for a couple minutes. You may feel some resistance at first, but you can do this, I promise. Push through that. Put your phone on airplane mode and start noticing everything within and around you in that moment. Nearly everything on our phone is designed to push us to the next thing, the next story, the next notification. Even when this video stops, it's going to offer to play something next. All right, friend, we are at practice number 8, which is to make a joy playlist. Music has a direct line to our emotions. If we're sad and we listen to heartbreak songs, we're going to feel that sadness deepen. If we're joyful and we put on energizing music, that joy is going to expand. So make a playlist that lifts you up, songs that make you smile, make you want to move and feel inspired. And keep adding new songs to it. Our brains love novelty, so they seek out new stimulation. The new songs are going to keep our brain engaged and help keep it from feeling like the list is played out. And then if it does, it's going to tune it out and kick back into autopilot. Okay, I have 2 more left for you, but really this whole list is giving tell me to practice present moment awareness without actually telling me to practice present moment awareness, right? Ancient wisdom and modern science teach us that if we are living in the past, repeating and getting more entrenched in the stories of our ego, or dwelling in the future, chasing control, we can never find joy because joy only exists in the present moment. So, practice number 9 is another way to find our return to the present moment and anchor in it all in 60 seconds. Start, as always, with a pause. Take a mindful breath. Place a hand on your chest and one on your abdomen and really feel your breath moving between your hands. Next, do a quick body scan. Starting at your feet, bring your attention, your full attention to each area of your body, noticing the area and any sensations without judgment. Notice your toes, your feet, ankles, calves, shins, knees, thighs, pelvis, hips, lower back, lower abdomen, stomach, diaphragm, chest, shoulders, upper back, neck, jaw, brow, crown. After your body scan, take in your surroundings, the sounds, lights, temperatures, or any smells grabbing your attention. Notice the colors and shapes you see. Also notice how you feel in this moment. If you're in a crowded store, you might feel a little anxious. If you're at home, you might feel comfortable. Just notice. And finally, bring your attention to your thoughts. Again, just to notice. What is your mind doing today? Is it racing, worrying, buzzing with excitement? No need to fix it or change it. This single-minute practice calms our default mode network, and that's like our brain's storytelling machine, always spinning something, and it's the place where we're wallowing in rumination. But this 60-second check-in lets us to return to the present moment. All right, last but not least, practice number 10 is to remind yourself of your connection and purpose. Make time for a hobby that you love. Spend time with people who lift your spirits and help others when you can. Serving others and engaging in meaningful activities light up the same reward center in the brain that joy does. So, when we make time for these things that nurture our souls, we are building joy through connection. My friend, judgments choke out our awareness and therefore our joy. I talked about this more in depth earlier this year in our 8 Skills of Mindfulness series. I'm going to drop that video link in the description below along with 2 others because appreciative joy is mindfulness skill number 5. So as your coach this week, your homework is to check out these 3 other videos. They're all under 15 minutes, so I know you can make time for them. And if you have already watched them, it's been about 6 or 7 months and a little reminder couldn't hurt. Friend, you don't have to earn joy. You don't need to fix yourself, finish healing, know your direction, or reach some perfect version of your life first. Joy isn't an achievement. It's something we have to consciously allow. Like our mindfulness, our attention, it's something we return to. Every mindful breath, every laugh, every quiet moment in gratitude all bring us back home to ourselves. In a world that profits from our distraction and exhaustion, joy is an act of rebellion. When we choose joy, we are part of that quiet revolution. Before you go, let me know how you're going to choose joy today. And friend, thank you so much for sharing a piece of your day with me. Stay present, stay kind to yourself, and I will see you soon.